when I look uck. That's not English. I can't speak. Oh my god. What am I doing? Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, welcome. You guys, I cannot believe this is it. This is the final spooky video of the season. I can't wrap my head around that. It literally feels like I just started, and at the same time, I feel like I've been doing this for like 1,000 years. So it's definitely a bittersweet moment. I'm not gonna lie, I am absolutely ready for Christmas. You guys know I've been doing Halloween since the end, no, not even the end, since the beginning of August. So to say I'm ready for change is definitely an understatement. But before we can obviously go into all the new upcoming videos that I have planned, we gotta finish Halloween. And what better way to finish it off than with this banger. I love this look so freaking much. If you guys are interested in how I transformed myself from this to a beautiful, sexy, mysterious siren, then you should definitely keep on watching. Ooh, this little piece of hair just doesn't want to stay back. As you guys can see, I already did my, well, I didn't complete my brows, but I did them how I normally do. Now it's time for the face paint, or should I say face and body paint, because this lovely, beautiful light purple is gonna go all over. This is gonna take a while. And I don't know where my brushes went. The heck? Here we go. I found them. Technically, I was supposed to film yesterday because that's when I was supposed to shower, wash my hair, but I was so freaking exhausted I couldn't do it. I'm gonna start by applying this on my neck and chest first and slowly work my way up to my face. Believe it or not, Lunar Beauty actually liked one of my photos. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Corpse Bride. I'm not 100% sure. However, I do remember Maybelline. I was so freaking surprised and happy. I was literally in tears. They loved my Trixie the Trickster clown look. They commented and said it was amazing, and to get a response in general, but especially with a look that I didn't plan, truly means the world to me, and it just proves that everything happens for a reason. And it definitely made all those sleepless nights and tears absolutely worth it. This is a look. If I just had red lipstick, I would look like Ursula, which is actually kind of funny because it's kind of what made me think of doing the siren. While the paint dries, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Super Stay lipstick. This is in the shade Thrill Seeker. I love how you could barely see my brows. We definitely gotta change that immediately. Since my lips are so dark, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into some black eyeshadow. Again, I'm using this. What is with, why do I want to make my life a million times harder? Why? Every time I look in the viewfinder, it's so hard for me not to laugh. I look insane. But luckily we're about to add a whole lot of dimension to the face, starting off with the eyes. I'm actually going to go into my Bloodlust palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics and take the shade Deviant. Make sure to tap off the excess and place this all over my lid. That way it can kind of help with any patchiness that may be going on in my eye, lock that paint in place, and help blend out the rest of the shades. I feel like you guys should be zoomed in just a little bit more, so let's do that, shall we? Not too much, but just a little bit. There we go. I just want a wash of color in my crease, so I'm gonna mix Vivid Mood as well as Blood Queen, which is this shade and that one. Just a quick little 1-2 moment for both sides, and if I feel like I need to, I'll definitely go back in with the brush from before to blend it out. When I tell you I am nervous for the eyes, that doesn't begin to describe it. It's a lot of line work, but I have faith within myself and the makeup gods that it is going to work out. So I'm gonna go into my black paint and start by doing a very thin line on top of my lashes. I want my eyes to look incredibly seductive, so I'm gonna extend the inner corner and basically make it into a fox eye and doing a thin line underneath my waterline. Once that's done, quickly doing a wing liner, keeping it fairly thin, at least in my opinion, I should say. No surprise here, one side definitely came out better than the other, so to make them kind of match a little bit more, I just simply went in with the purple, basically as concealer to just clean up the lines. For the bottom of the eyes, I started off by doing 3 little waves and then slowly connecting that to the bottom, and then adding a horizontal line underneath my inner corner. And last but not least, doing a floating liner up on top, connecting that to the wing. Even though we're not done, I am obsessed with how this is looking so far. Now I'm gonna grab the shade Dungeon and just smudging this along the wing. That way I could have a little bit more dimension. After I do this for like 2 or 3 hours, I start to get insanely cold. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have goosebumps all over. That's how cold I am. I'm gonna go in with the shade Deviant and a little bit of Vivid Mood and run that right along the edges. That way I can fade better onto the lid. Grabbing a smidge of black eyeshadow just to lightly reinforce that wing, because I think I blended it out just a wee too much. I'm taking it along the edges of the floating liner. I'm basically all over the black paint, that way it's not as harsh and everything can fade nicely. I hope you guys can see the difference of what that did with the eyeshadow. Like, this was cute, but this is better. Alrighty, you guys, let's quickly finish off the eyeshadow portion of the eyes with the highlight. I'm actually gonna use, we'll stick to this. We'll stick to the same palette and use the shade Take the Crown and use that to highlight my brow bone. Oh, wow. That definitely is blinding. Wow. Do I want to use that for the inner corner? I think I do. Let's try that. I really have something in my eye. Oh my goodness. This is not the time for that. No, she's still there. Oh well, we're just gonna have to push through. I am so freaking excited for this part, but I'm also incredibly nervous because I'm gonna have to do a lot of improvising here. And let me just tell you guys why. In my original sketch that I have right over here, she clearly has a ton of more eye space than I do. So after the floating wing was supposed to be gems. If I do that, it's gonna be way too much. I'm gonna probably just space them out instead of having them all in a line. That's what I'm thinking. The question is, what do I use? Pearls or black gems? So I got these lovely bad boys over here, and then I have 2 different blacks. One is more of a purplish blue green, and the other one is just a green blue and like a hint of red. I held them both up and I feel like mixing them together will work out well. Let's hope I'm right about this. I'm gonna use some Lash Glue as well as this amazing tool that I highly recommend. Not only can you use it for, oh, well, there goes the cat. Not only can you use it, where'd it go? Not only can you use it for things like this, but also for nails. So definitely recommend this if you don't already have it. It is such a lifesaver, let me tell you. I'm gonna begin by randomly placing some Lash Glue and then placing the gem right on top. Black was the way to go. It absolutely was. I'm so excited. I was so excited and now I'm stumped on where to put everything. Like, there really is no right or wrong way, but when you have like a vision and you don't know exactly what you have in mind, you don't know like exactly what you're going for, but you know what it's not. Does that make sense? Like how I spent like 15 minutes with the bats when I was decorating for Halloween. It's an OCD thing. Not gonna lie, this took me a little bit longer than it probably should, but like I said, my OCD was just kicking in. But I love where each and every gem is. Now, to move on to contouring the face. Because my goodness, we need dimension. I'm gonna start off with Vivid Mood, see how I feel about that. Probably mix in Deviant just a little bit if I feel like I might have went a little bit too ham, but so far, even just doing a little bit on my forehead made a huge difference, and I think Vivid Mood is gonna be that girl. I definitely gotta go in with eyeshadow around my brows because I do see a little bit of patchiness because I didn't want to get too close, but I'll fix that a little bit later. For blush, I'm using Royal Pain. Basically everywhere that I put blush, which is literally everywhere. Grabbing some translucent, I was in setting spray. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today. Grabbing some translucent setting powder and just lightly tapping that where I want to highlight. And if you guys are wondering, this is my JSC Translucent Luminous, so it has a beautiful shine to it, which I think is absolutely perfect for this. Gonna take a break here for the face and work on the neck. I'm gonna use the black paint and just do about 3 lines. That way I can have some cute little gills. Grabbing some black eyeshadow and running that along the paint. Taking the slightest bit of Dungeon and running that right underneath it. Mixing Deviant, Scandal Water, and Vivid Mood just to blend out these edges even more. We don't want anything too harsh. By the way, I can't remember at all for some reason if I showed you guys what Scandal Water looks like, so just so you guys have a little reference if I didn't show before. It's this beautiful bluish purple. If you want gills that are more realistic, then I definitely recommend going in with oh my goodness, liquid latex, cotton, and paint and eyeshadow to blend it into your skin. Obviously I did not do that. As much as I love liquid latex and making everything look a million times more realistic, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just want to keep it on the simple side or like make it a little bit more simple in some areas. That way I'm not here for like a bajillion hours. Now for my favorite part, which is the gills. No, the ears. We just did the gills. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's just get started. Obviously, you're gonna need yourself some Siren Ears. I just simply made these out of liquid latex, a crap ton of hot glue, a piece of paper, and a crap ton of eyeshadow. It's definitely a lot different than what I did last year for Hellfire, and that's because these are not gonna go in the back of our head. Oh no. We are upgrading the look, and these bad boys are actually gonna go on our face. I'm so excited and yet petrified because I've never done those before, so let's see how it's gonna go. You're also gonna need some liquid latex as well as cotton balls, or in my case, cotton pads. I don't know why I said pads so different, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before on my channel, but every once in a while, my voice will randomly slip in and out of accents. It just happens. Is it exactly my skin tone? Absolutely not. I did the best I could, guys. So I'm just simply placing this on my face just so I can get an idea of where the liquid latex should be. So basically right here, if it will actually go onto my face. What is happening? There we go. I did not get enough on here. That's what happened. There it is. It's sliding down. That's what's happening. Okay, well, now we know. Grabbing some cotton balls, placing that right on top. And if you couldn't have guessed it, going in with more liquid latex. I'm just going to kind of do that same pattern, latex, cotton, latex, until I'm happy with how it's looking. The main purpose of this is so the ears can have a nice base to stick to. It'll also help keep it up a little bit. This liquid latex is not my favorite. And I don't understand what the difference is. I feel like this is a lot more runny than the one I previously had. But you know what? It is what it is. We're making do with what we got. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So now, putting a crap ton more of liquid latex right on top. And then applying the ear. It's not gonna stick right away. It's gonna take some time. Now to blend this into the skin, I'm going to grab some more latex. Put that underneath as well as up on top. I'm basically doing that same method that we did in the back, just on the front. To make the ears blend in with the skin, I'm going back in with the light purple from before, using that as a nice base layer, and then using eyeshadow on top of that. Alright guys, so I am back, and this is officially the final look of the spooky series. I honestly just can't even get over it. I love this look so much, and god damn it. No, a tear fell. No, go back, you can't run down my face. I need a tissue. Oh no, that will absolutely mess up my makeup. Okay, I caught it. Like I said in my last video, this series is one of my favorite, yet the most stressful, but most importantly, the most rewarding. It's a love and hate relationship when it comes to this series, absolutely. Especially especially this year. There was more problems than last year, but you know what? I rolled with the punches. I pushed through. I never gave up, even when I really, really wanted to. And I am so happy and incredibly proud of each and every single look that I came up with this year. Obviously, out of all the looks that I have done, this is definitely the most colorful, and I am beyond proud of myself because it is a completely different type of technique that I've never done before with the ears. And even though it's not perfect, I love it so freaking much. I'm really proud of them. I love the ear itself. The application was honestly a nightmare, and I have this to blame. I don't know what's with this clear liquid latex, but it's different. I feel like this is just purely water-based. It's so runny. It took forever to dry. It's just, for some reason, not like the one that I had before, and I don't know why. Maybe it's this brand's formula, or maybe this just was a dud. I have absolutely no idea. And because it took such a long time to dry, I literally went in with some Scotch tape and just secured it to my actual ear because I was getting impatient and I just wanted to make sure that they were on and it wasn't gonna fall off, because then it would have messed up the paint. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this liquid latex. As you can see, I added some little pearls in my hair. I love them so stinking much, but please don't zoom in on this video because you will actually see the Scotch tape. You actually probably could see it even if you aren't zoomed in, and if you were to possibly recreate this look, don't use Scotch tape to apply it to your hair. The main reason I did it is because my hair is clean and I don't feel like adding lash glue and washing it again, because you don't want to wash your hair too often. On a day you wash your hair, I definitely recommend going in with some Got To Be Glued and just slicking it back so it just looks all wet and watery, then using lash glue. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hang the notification bell. As always, all the products I mentioned today will be listed down below in the description box. I love you guys so much. Thank you for an amazing spooky season, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support that you give me each and every day, but especially during spooky season. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Wow. Bye. I can't. I gotta call it here. I gotta go. Bye.